A pleasant day, everyone. Here is our business budget plan presentation presented by us, Group 1. Here with my members together is, first would be Fatima Aquicha M. Manalo. Next would be Aaron J. T. Rillion. Then Elijah S. Punzal, and then Madeleine C. Pagong, Zaira A. De Los Reyes, Vince P. C. Caracas, Crystal Eve V. Zamora, and me, Mary James Godoy Jr., Kristen B. Peralta, and last but not the least, Bea Catherine B. Sonza. So, our presentation will be about our business budget plan, and first let's start with our business. So, what is our business? Dazzle Chick is a micro enterprise manufacturing type of business. The owner's needed products are designed for every student who are looking for eco-friendly, affordable, aesthetic, and custom-made accessories. So, why did we choose this type of business? Because nowadays students are very fashion conscious. Dazzle Chick thinks that their products will suit students as they provide high-quality, handcrafted beaded accessories like bracelets and necklaces. Dazzle Chick will take place near schools or beside them if possible, so that we can easily reach our target market or target audience as much as easier as possible. As Dazzle Chick business is a general partnership, leaders are innovative, futuristic, and dedicated to achieving sustainable and profitable results. So for our business structure, Dazzle Chick operates as a general partnership with 10 partners, working together to ensure its success. Under the name Dazzle Chick, it focuses on creating and selling handcrafted beaded accessories, including bracelets, necklaces, and custom designs. All partners hold equal ownership, and each partner will share profits, losses, and responsibilities of their business. Next would be startup costs to be presented by Ms. Macpac and Ms. Sandra.
So, for our startup costs, security and engage commission fees, registration fee is 120 pesos. Business name reservation for 90 days is 120 pesos. BIR documentary stamp is 100 pesos. Notarial fees is 100 pesos. For business registration, business name registration is 500 to 1,000 pesos, and articles of incorporation or partnership is 1,000 to 500 pesos. For permits and licenses, is environmental permits is for 3,000 to 10,000 pesos.
For the tax documents, taxpayer identification number, BIR annual registration fee for 500 pesos, and invoice receipt 1,000 to 3,000 pesos. And for the direct cost, specifically raw materials, that will be discussed by Mr. Karak.
So for our direct cost, the material cost is white pearl, blue pearl, pink pearl, assorted mixed pearl, space ball, black and white letters, and lastly nylon. So for our white pearl, it costs 15 pesos per pack, and same lang sa supplier namin is from DIY Beads. Then for the total units is same lang din with 50 pieces. Then the total cost of white pearl is 66 cents, and unit cost is 6 pieces. Then for units required is 140 pieces. Then the cost price per unit is 11 cents. And for the blue pearl is 25 pesos per pack. Then total cost is 1.5 pesos. Then same lang sa white pearl na 6 pieces. Then units required is 100 pieces. Then cost price per unit is 25 cents. Then for the nylon, 12 pesos siya per sa inches. Then for the total cost is 54 cents. And the unit cost is 9 inch. Then the units required is 43 pieces. Then the cost price per unit is 0.28. Next one is packaging cost. For the white craft paper bag is 50 pesos, and our supplier is from Shopee. Then the total units is 50 pieces. And same with total cost is 50, the unit cost is 1. For the shredded papers, since recycled to from the students, so free lang namin yan. Then the total units is 1 in. Print cost naman is Stamp is 500 pesos and our supplier is from Divisoria and total units is 1. Then the total cost is ano lang siya. For the ink naman is 54 pesos and our supplier is from Shopee. Total units 1. Total cost is 0.34. Then the unit cost is 1,000. For the second part of direct cost is salary and wages to be discussed by Ms. Manalo.
We have five employees with five personals each. Dazzle Cheats rate per hour is 62.5 and the rate per day is 500. Para makuha natin yung 500, i-multiply natin yung 8 hours sa 62.5 na magiging ang kalalabasan ay 500 pesos. For rate per month naman, 25 working days times 500 equals to 12,500. For rate per year, 12 months working 12 months working months times 12,500 equals to 150,000. For indirect costs, benefits to be discussed by Ms. Ponsa.
From crafter to supply chain coordinator staff employees, we have the basic pay or monthly salary credit of 12,500 pesos with 5 personal, and the regular social security contribution is 15%. So the basic pay, 12,500, will be times in regular social security 15%. To get the MSC, 1,250, splitting it equally to employer and employee share to get the 625 pesos monthly. In PhilHealth, the premium rate by January increased by 5%. The monthly premium will be 1,250, dividing to both employee and employer. Dividing 1,250 into 2 so that we will get 625 pesos also. In Pag-ibig, since the 6,250 pesos is over 1,500, it will be times in 2% to both employee and employer share. To get the 125 pesos, adding it, we will get 250 pesos in a total of Pag-ibig contribution. And lastly, in yearly, we will just add the total of SSS, Pag-ibig, and PhilHealth to get the 7,500 times 12 in a year, and we will get the 90,000 pesos yearly. In table furniture cost, the item 1 will be chairs and stools, quantity 20, unit cost is 6,840. Second item, storage cabinet, quantity 5, unit cost 2,625. Item 3, signpost and board, quantity 3, unit cost 150 pesos. And the last item, tables, quantity 3, unit cost 2,145 pesos, with a total unit cost of 11,760 pesos. For the table 2, treatment cost, it will be presented by Ms. Sonsa.
For the table cost, we have two items. For one blender, it costs 1,650 pesos, and for the one shredder, it costs 750 pesos, with a total of 2,400. Indirect for the cost and external services to be presented by Ms. De Los Reyes.
For the external services, it has 7 items. First item, web hosting and domains. It costs 8,000 pesos. Second item, maintenance and repair. It costs 15,000 pesos. To the next item, telephone, quantity 2. It costs 5,000 pesos. Next item, internet, quantity 2. It costs 10,000 pesos. Next item, supplies, 10,000 pesos.
And last, utilities, it costs 25,000 pesos. And for the last is rent, quantity 1, it costs 15,000 pesos by the total of 123,000. For the next is OT pays will be represented by Ms. Peralta.
Today, I'll be describing the 13-month pay computation, overtime pay, compensation, working during a regular holiday, and special non-working holiday. First, let's talk about the 13-month pay computation. In the Philippines, employees are entitled to receive this bonus, which is calculated as monthly salaries times 12 months. In our case, with our salary of 12,500, the computation is 12,500 times 12 is equal to 150,000. And then for the next one is overtime pay computation, which is first we determine the daily rate, which is 12,500 divided by 25 working days equal to 500 per day. Then the hourly rate is 500 divided by 8, that's equal to 62.5 per hour. And then 62.5 times 1.25 is the minimum increase for overtime, which is total of 78.125. And then the holiday, for working during holiday is 500 times 2 equals to 1,000. And special non-working holidays naman is 130% siya. So, 500 times 1.3 is equal to 650. This means the employees receive higher wages when working during holiday as compensation for working time. To sum up, these indirect costs are crucial for ensuring that our employees are properly compensated for work, including bonuses and working hours. Next would be percentage distribution, would be discussed by Ms. Zamora. For percentage distribution, the outline ownership structure indicates that each owner holds a 10% stakes in their respective teams within the organization. This structure is characterized by a collaborative approach, where multiple leaders oversee distinct functional areas, promoting shared responsibility and accountability. The sales and marketing team members are Godoy and Manalo. They are responsible for generating leads, developing marketing strategies, and executing campaigns to promote the company's products or services. The finance and accounting team members are Rillion and Caracas. They manage the organization's financial health. Their key tasks including budgeting, financial reporting, and ensuring compliance with regulations. The product crops team members are Peralta and Velasquez. Focuses on optimizing production efficiency while maintaining partnership by collaborating with other departments. They align production capabilities with market demand, ensuring timely delivery of products that meet customers' expectations. The creative direct designers members are Punzal and Pagong. They are tasked with shaping the visual identity of the brand. They develop creative concepts for the marketing, materials, advertisement, and product designs. The supply chain coordinator team members are Zonza and Zamora. They manage the logistics of product delivery from supplier to customers. They ensure that supply chain operation runs smoothly by coordinating inventory management, vendor relations, and distribution processes. Each team within this organizational structure is designed to leverage individual strengths while fostering collaboration across departments. By working together towards common goals, this team contributes significantly to the overall success of the organization, driving innovation and operational excellence. Next would be costing and pricing strategies that will be discussed by Mr. Gordon.
Strategies. Let's start with cost plus pricing. Most advisable, profit and traceable to cover up direct cost of the product. Involves calculating the total cost of producing a product and then adding a predetermined markup to establish the selling price. For this instance, if the total cost to produce a bracelet was 50 pesos, and the design markup is 50%, the selling price would be 150 pesos. Consistent desired target profit margin with stable production costs. Next would be psychological pricing. This strategy uses psychological tactics to influence customers' perception of the price. For example, pricing an item at 99 pesos instead of 100 makes them seem significantly cheaper. Pricing tactics utilize charm pricing, ending prices in 99 for your products to make them appear more attractive. In this scenario, usually you could see this and sometimes bundles. For example, you sell a product for 50 pesos and then if you buy two, it will be just 99. So it will make the consumers preference to just go with two pieces since they would think they would save money. So next would be the other costing and pricing to be discussed by Mr. Ray.
Another strategic way to approach and attract our target customers is through discount, in which means most commonly Filipinos are so-called na nabubudol. Bundle pricing, offering products as a package deal at a reduced price can encourage customers to buy more items. One of the examples is the cost per unit of any items. It could be necklace, bracelet, or any. Would be cost of 55 pesos. The offer is priced at 99 pesos, buying two items, which translates to a 11 pesos discount per item compared to buying them individually. Buying them individually would cost 55 plus 55. Shit, gago na ako, mental block ako, sorry. Ulit. Another strategic way in order for us to approach and attract customers through discount, which means so-called kung saan mas nabubudol most of the Filipinos. Bundle pricing offering products as a package deal at a reduced price can encourage customers to buy more items. One of the examples is the cost per unit of any items. It could be necklace, bracelets, or any of our products is 55 pesos. The offers is priced at 99 pesos for two items, which translates to a 11 pesos discount per item compared to buying them individually. Buying them individually, which means 55 plus 55 is total of 110 pesos. And that translates to 11 discount in buying two. A strategic way to drive sales. Another one is resale price encouragement. In the area of price advertising, a common practice is to use a minimum advertised price, or also known as MAP or MAP program. Although the underlying concept could also be used for maximum or exact prices, under this approach, the reseller receives an advertising allowance, or often in the form of co-op advertising funds, and the law in return for adhering to the appropriate price in advertising. And the floor is yours, Mr. Caracas.
Then the next one, for our price range, it is essential to adopt a budget-friendly strategy that aligns with Dazzle Chips' target markets needs. Commencing with a price point between 55 pesos to 100 pesos, establishing initial costs at this level, we aim to attract potential consumers in search of stylish yet affordable accessories that will soon close to the growth and competitive edge of the market. This approach boosts brand awareness, encourage and repeat purchases, and support long-term business growth. For our projected income before taxes, to be discussed by Ms. Manayo.
In projected income taxes, we decided to create a income statement in order to get the projected income before taxes. For sales, we have the budget of 5 million pesos. And from beginning inventory to ending inventory, we will just add them all up in the total of 1,700,000. Yung 1,700,000, ililess natin siya dun sa 5 million pesos na ang magiging total is yung 3,300,000, which is our gross profit. Next, sa expense naman, from advertising to other, ganun lang din, i-add lang din natin lahat para makuha natin yung total expenses na 496,628.125. To get the projected income before taxes, we will just subtract the total expense to gross profit na ang kalalabasan ay 2,803,371.875 for the next and the last slide to be discussed by Mr. Region.
Business plan wouldn't be complete without offering partnership, and this time the bank offers us a our business plan wouldn't be complete without compound interest, and but this time bank offers us a partnership of investment. Before we jump into that, we have to know what's the difference of simple interest and compound interest. And in simple interest, the only interest is kung ano lang yung nagkakaroon ng interest is the principal. Principal, which means could be translated into investment or any other starting cost that you can have or initial price. And the difference to compound interest is yung interest ang mismong nagkakaroon ng interest. In other term, additional of interest and for that investment. And this time, our case is the bank offers us a partnership of an annual interest rate given of 6% and number of compounding frequency. The bank gives us monthly. Monthly meaning to say kung ilang months meron sa isang taon. So in translate 12 months per year, and a number of years of 10 years with considering the withholding tax of 20%. So bakit may mga decimal point yan? In order for us to solve the future value or maturity value, we have to consider it to translate it into decimal points. And for the formula, monthly interest rate is equals to R over N. Substitute the value of annual interest rate, which means 0.6, and the number of compounding frequency, which is 12, monthly 12. So 0.6 over 12 is equals to 0.5. Next one. Going back, remember, interest rate per annum, which banks given us of 6% withholding tax of 20%. Compounded monthly, formula end of monthly balance times interest rate times 12. In order for us to get monthly interest, yun nga, going back from what we saw a while ago, 6% convert it into 0.06 times 12, we will get the total answer of 0.005, starting amount of 500,000 pesos, starting amount, which means what our business invests. In order for us to solve all of that, we have to know how many periods are we going to solve. So, periods, which means kung ilang beses kami magkakaroon ng interest. So, months times years, so which means 12 months times 10 years in total of 120 periods. So, all of that consists of 120 periods. Balance, yun nga, sabi nga a while ago, 500,000 pesos. To get the gross interest rate, balance times monthly interest. Yun yung nakuha natin, 0.05. So therefore 500,000 pesos times 0.05, then we will get the total of 2,500 pesos. And for the withholding tax, we have the formula of gross interest times withholding tax itself, which 20%. Translate that into decimal would be 0.20%. 2,500 is 1 multiplied by 0.20 from this, and we will get the answer of 500 pesos. And for the net interest, we have the formula of gross interest minus withholding tax. Meaning to say, the withholding tax is the one that we get from the answer of this. So we have the 2,500 minus 500 kasi nga subtraction, and we will get off total answer of 2,000 pesos. And for the next one, we will only add the previous net interest to the balance, 500 plus 2,000, and that is the total. And so on and so forth, hanggang sa makuha natin na up to 120 periods. And that's how we get the total answer. So, paano nakuha yung compound interest? We will only deduct our initial investment, which is 500K. So, 807,000 pesos and 269,000.9180 minus 500,000 pesos. 500,000 pesos, and this is the total answer. That's it.